No one knows.
I actually, I do just think they're really a good team, and a map like Train can be very dangerous. Again, think about James with as an AWP on his own. That's going to be hard to deal with. Kickard, he hears them running. That grenade timing is everything. Oh, they're going to get slowed down. They're walking right on top of it, and it'll instantly explode Lucas. And the damage to the rest. Look at Fur and Taco being low on health. That is very dangerous. But they're going to get the bomb plant down. So the fight is not done yet. And a strafing headshot from KNG to take down James and Buster. That flank is going to be a little bit of time before it actually kicks in.
KNG's got a lot to do. He's got the HP now, the only one with health. He's got to find some space for his team. Buster's still coming in. Fallen, no idea just yet. If Buster can turn this corner, those low HP players will fall. They haven't been able to be aggressive, and now the retake is on. Buster is in such a powerful spot. There it is. The high HP player, KNG, taken out. Taco's got to get aggressive. He's found a Dren with the bomb. Oh, the bomb. Buster's going to get the final kill, and it's just too late. MIBR is just barely going to take that pistol round.
I can't believe they're able to win that. That just seems so unlikely. They had almost no place to stand where they weren't going to get shot at, those remaining MIBR players, and they were getting flanked without even knowing it.
They were stuck like halfway in the train yard. One flank coming in, the retake obviously coming along the wall, and that's normally like a death sentence, right? Like you either want to get positioned back in box halls to play for the post plant, or you want to be aggressive and just deny access to the bomb site altogether. They had neither of those, and they had no HP as well. So that's a pretty miraculous recovery.
3 Deagles, 2 Scouts, some HE grenades as well. And this is something we've seen out of MIBR before, the quick rush out T main, but one of the Scouts is going to be taking down KNG, and that's a little bit awkward. The Deagle headshot to follow it up, and a 3-on-3. And right now, AVANGAR, they like how this is turning out.
MIBR's got to be very careful of how much they slow this down at this situation. They cannot get tagged up. They cannot get their heads ripped off by Sanji. Taco is so susceptible to a Scout, and Lucas has a Krieg. He's got so much to do.
Good weapon for it in this case, the Krieg. And they're just trying again. A tag on Lucas right now would be so devastating. Taco, also the one with the bomb weirdly at the moment. Nice shot from Lucas. Can they get the next one? Kickard sneaking in. Big opportunity. The Deagle, and it finally works. It took a lot of bullets, but it was all worth it. Now 1 versus 2 for Taco, and what do you even do at this point in time? One mistake, one slip up, and the round is going to be just washed away here. And then suddenly the victory in that pistol round is not going to mean that much. He's creeping in. 40 seconds.
Look at the way they've backed off. Look at the way Kickard's just backed all the way down Ivy. Just wants to make sure they preserve the 2-on-1. And Taco desperately searching. This is where Sanji got the kill previously on Defer. Taco could actually bail out and go to the inner bomb site, but if he gets caught here, oh, the timing is perfect for him. Sanji spotted it, and Taco has no idea.
Yeah, he knows. Kickard actually just starts running immediately. He says, all right, if you're going to try and make that rotation, and Taco has to stay honest and walk the whole distance, because if he starts making noise and anyone's nearby to hear it, he's immediately dead. 10 seconds. The bomb is going to be planted, but he is completely trapped. There is no way out. He's going to get shot in the back by Sanji. That is so well played for AVANGAR once again.
3 kills in the round for Sanji. That one on Fur was the turning point. That put MIBR on the back foot, even with the Kriegs. The Scouts just do enough damage. The opening kill onto James. Tag from a Dren. That's a crushing round for MIBR. They do get the plant. We'll see how much they invest into this, but what a great return from AVANGAR. We're going to get a little bit of a tech pause as one player's dropped out. That's the first from Sanji with the Deagle. This one, that thing right there, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I mean, so they win the round, and they upgraded 2 Kriegs. Don't underestimate the power of that either. That actually, I mean, even that, if you're MIBR, you might be thinking, how do we deal with that?
Yeah, how are we going to win this one?
Because I mean, it looks like they are going to invest into the round, and fair play, but it would be so much nicer if you were doing that, and all they had were FAMASas, because they were, you know, if you could have taken more people down and they wouldn't have had almost anything, at least you've got that working, but this is going to be an uphill fight.
Uphill fight in so many different ways. Buster's now back in the server, so we should have things all fixed up and ready to go any moment now, but he's got so much cash. Yeah, so you do force up into this if you're MIBR, and you can't really blame them with the way that we've seen the economy work, but they're going to be going up against, as you said, 2 Kriegs, and then you have the AWP on James with armor.
Everyone all ready to go.
Good luck. God bless.
MIBR, they might need that.
2 Kriegs for them. The problem is going to be the nades, especially against an AWP. And especially because in this scenario, when you have the Kriegs, you have 2 of them from IBR, no one else really has anything, just Deagles and no armor. The Kriegs are going to have to be proactive in peeking and finding fights, and that's going to make it even better for Jame with the AWP.
Third round. Early grenade. I like that. Sanji taking a little bit of damage. That's not bad. It's a cool attempt, even if we could do more damage than that. Jame over here does have armor and the AWP, and he's looking for that edge. I'm not sure if yeah, that's a savage pickoff from KNG. I can't believe it.
He was even looking for that. He actually even knew that smoke, what a weird angle, that someone was going to try and peek around it. I can't believe KNG caught him before he got to the other side. Buster just going to run across, pick up an extra smoke. But a 5-on-4 for MIBR in this third round. 1 defender inside. That's Kicker. He's so far back, playing retake. With this man disadvantage, they're just saying, we'll try and retake, but let's just try and pick 1 or 2 off before they actually get into the site.
It's not an unreasonable way to try and do it.
I don't know. AVANGAR, again, just have such a good read of the situation in the mid-round. Now just what? You have a player in ladder room, Sanji, who can flank fast up ladder if he wanted to. He's just moved out, but Buster is out here with the AWP, but 2 players now inside. They had a pretty good setup to crunch onto any kind of inside attack, and they've given that up. But there's still a long time. 30 seconds, and KNG isn't with the team. Remember, that's one of the 2 rifles they have. I think MIBR has played this a little too slow.
Also, they have 1 smoke on Fur. So if that smoke goes down in the position, that doesn't really do much for them. That's it for the utility here. 20 seconds, and they're going to make their way down. No smokes even being thrown. They're just running right onto the site, and Adren playing close, now delaying the bomb and actually shutting it all the way down. That's an amazing triple kill, and he wanted more. He actually does get the dink on Fur, and Kick It will clean it up. So
that goes down to having not enough utility to throw those deep smokes that you can wrap around that bomb train. That's a position that can get cleared out if you have the utility between the trains deep along that CT wall. And just not having that possibility, MIBR not able to protect the planter well enough. Lucas Fallen and KNG all fall prey to Adren.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fair play. What are they going to do without the grenades there, MIBR? I don't know if they could have done a lot of things differently, but the fact that Adren was playing in that position, close range, he was just that was about the best position he could have had when they don't have Molotovs or anything to clear him out. To run. Grenade on the high ground. A little bit early. And Kickert, he's got back up 2 people coming in from C Connector, so even if it looked a bit dangerous, he was always going to have a lot of covering fire in case they try to run him down. They're going to get the bomb plant down, and I guess that's sort of mission accomplished here if you're MIBR at this point in time. Just get the money. No damage, though. Jame with a triple, and AVANGAR with a 3rd round.
Certainly the CT half off pretty well. They'll replenish some of the nades, chunk into that utility, or I mean, excuse me, that economy just a little bit, but they have money growing in their favor, which is quite nice. MIBR again with that plant going to go for the buy. 3 Kriegs and AWP on Fallen, you would imagine. Which is interesting. There was always there was plenty of conversation when KNG joined this team of how is the op going to work? Who's it going to go between? We imagined KNG for some time was the opper. Fallen's kind of taken that back, although here goes for another Krieg.
I don't mind it if you know they take turns depending on who's having a
hot hand.
Yeah, I can live with that. Very aggressive coming out of T main to take down Adren. He's eventually going to... Actually, that's KNG getting grenaded down, and they'll drop Fur as well. Nice recovery here. And now Kicker, that's an incredibly quick flank. I don't think they're going to be even thinking about that. They've not even made it onto the site really quite yet. And Taco S is reloading, falling right back into the open arms of Kicker. And that will be a 4th round for AVANGAR.
That's going to be frustrating. I liked the timing of that pop flash to find that pick in mid. They did, you know, they threw the Molotov in towards ladder room to make sure a defender couldn't have that position. The pop flash comes over when he's falling back along the wall, and he's just a free frag at that point, but all the utility afterwards from AVANGAR. And you're right, the quick flank is painful, but the only reason it's that effective is because MIBR didn't gain anything from that one opening kill, which is rare to see in that outer yard.
Yeah, usually if you remove one of the pillars of the defense out there, especially that quickly, that's going to really collapse everything, but not this time. Quick Molotov to stop any kind of craziness. KNG probably feels a little bit exposed at the moment. There's 3 people that could potentially fight him. He still finds a kill, which is not bad.
Oh, the nade comes in, though. Good response from Jame, having a very good start to this map. Fallen's about halfway up Ivy at the server. Blocked off by smoke for the moment. Fur has that AK-47, but he hasn't really been able to get involved in the action. He hasn't even fired a bullet yet on that rifle.
It's a pretty cool grenade from James. It actually bounced on top of the train. Some worms action going on.
Little holy hand grenade.
Yeah. Oh!
Well, hallelujah for Taco. He's gotten a frag, still alive, and going to go down 80 box. 5-1 in favor of the defense.
That was cool, even if it made no difference.
Sometimes some of the coolest things is when it makes no difference.
Yeah, you know, just loose. Got nothing really to lose in that round, just swinging that deagle around. 5-1.
ADR and Jame up to 143, Adren with 137, and Kickert at 94. That's a lot of damage being output by 3 core players in AVANGAR.
Fallen, though.
Yeah, that's not ideal. 6.3 ADR for the captain of Mibr.
5-round lead. This is...
and it's 5 rounds in a row after losing the pistol.
Yeah, could have been worse, is what you're saying.
Not much worse. Could have only been 6 in a row at this point.
Yeah, that's true. The rock bottom's right underneath.
They're just one step above rock bottom. They can see it from where they're standing. All right, here we go. Fallen with an op. No kills to his name quite yet, but we'll see how this can change the nature of their attack.
So far, just posting up in case there's any kind of aggression coming out from the CT side. KNG and Lucas pretty close to Buster, but that smoke kind of keeping the fight on a hold for a minute. He's got another smoke buster and even a Molotov, so see how long he could keep playing this. He's a little bit isolated. There's no one there behind him to back him off, which that's a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, that's suspicious to them. I think they heard how that bounced.
Yeah, they're going to Molotov him again. KNG going to come right through for the spam, but Buster repositioned. He is traded off. An important trade. And now you can see, this is what we're talking about. Those kills outside, they can cause so much to fall, and you could see the defense shifting, trying to recover. Adren in a new position, and Jame with the op zoned in towards the mid-choke point. 55 seconds left in the round.
Still got to worry about that AWP on Jame. Maybe especially when you only have 2 smokes left, so...
It looks like they want to stack outside almost. Jame and Kickert are having a little bit of confusion in rotation. Kickert's been in CT spawn for some time. Everyone kind of playing back, hoping they can just find a pick, but this is a gamble for AVANGAR. They're going to go inside. 2 players stacked there, and it might be a situation where Adren just bails out if they do end up coming outside. I think it's their only option. 25 seconds on the clock.
Well, they've made their way out to E-Box. Fallen leading the charge. They have a long-range fight for an M4. And Fur will take him right down. And Jame, the bomb surely going to be planted. I don't think he can swing right enough on the other side anyway to actually stop the bomb. Sees one person there, but Mibr just, yeah, they're going to be backing out. I was going to say anyway, no reason to be fighting too much early on here. Don't give them a chance.
Yeah, look at the money they have in the bank. There's no reason to even lose any of that. Just preserve what you've got. Taco can go hunting if he wants, but I don't think he's going to be too dedicated with the money that he has in his back pocket. Jame, this is a risk. This is a risk. And and it's going to pay off. Taco just missing the timing, just missing his position on the transfer over. Now Mibr is just going to back away with their 2nd round win secured.
And not at all a bad round for Mibr. Some good calls there. Not walking into the open the B-bomb site. That would have been, again, when you only have 2 smokes, if you throw them incorrectly and Jame finds an opening and you try and jump for that bomb plant, suddenly the whole round could come to an end. So they managed to pick the right bomb site. And it's at least a bit of a start. Good amount of money, though, on AVANGAR, even after losing 3 players in that round.
Yeah, James still rich. Kickert, very rich. 3-round lead. 3 Kriegs for Mibr to attack with and full utility. Fur not going to commit to anything with that smoke, but shows his presence, and Sanji's going to try and control ladder room. 4 players outside initially to stop any kind of a fast play. Kickert in there all alone, although Jame is rotating back to help, and there goes Buster. Good trade from Adren.
Yeah, Fur actually snuck through that smoke. I think he was up on the ladder, and then he just makes like a quick jump out to try and find someone. So Very, very aggressive. Kick it. That is going to give Taco a heart attack, isn't it? He's just not even close to ready for. Now, what do? You're so blocked in. You can't really easily go up and retake where Kick it is because those hallways, I mean, there's so many places for him to be. What do? They're actually going to try and do that. That seems crazy to me.
This is going to be so difficult. They have no idea. He's going to wait for 2. They don't think he would have pushed up in this direction. He never spotted Fallen. But look how nervous Fallen is. He can't even stand up. He's going to go for the fight. Good transfer. A quick one from Kickert. He's got his 3rd. He's got the bomb. And he's got the 6th round for AVANGAR.
That is... Like, I don't know if there's... Again, the other choice is good to go into an A yard where everyone knows you're coming. They've got 3 people out there probably.
Think of the mental game of that, though. I mean, remember, he had that fast flank down ladder where he eliminated Taco. Now he has an even faster flank where they haven't even started attacking a bomb site. He goes for boldness. I think MIBR is going to have to start transferring back and going for that standard take of box halls control to at least have presence there. It's the lack of presence that is allowing Kickert to be confident enough to make these plays.
Luke is just hunting for damage here. If he can find more kills, he's not going to be able to. Jame will take him down. Yeah, man, that's rough. A little bit of experience as well on Kickert. Obviously, he's been playing it on many stages now. But when he's in that corner, he actually waits until more people. He takes the shot as soon as the crowd starts saying, "Oh," because that's one of the things about playing on LAN, right?
Yeah.
You know that when the crowd starts, making any noise, that can give your position away. So
something's being given up.
Yeah, and I mean, people can complain about it, but it's actually just one of the features of playing on LAN, and something you have to adjust to as a player. That it's going to be a slightly different game.
4.75 ADR on Fallen.
Agent Fallen.
Oof, it gets worse. There's rock bottom. We found it. Yeah, that's at a minute and 20. You never expect that.
Hard to imagine what a Brazilian twist on James Bond would be. Because the British version already loves women, and you have to assume it's going to get...
Listen, having been to Brazil a number of times, I could probably paint you a picture.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll save that for later, but I appreciate the... I'll look forward to that. 9th round. Economy is slightly broken. Are they going to be run boosting into the Molotov? I mean, this is very cool. I don't know if it's really probably not worth it, but for the cinematic effect, it is. I mean, awesome.
When you're talking about a Brazilian James Bond,
that's what you want.
Tossing a sniper into fire to take a shot.
That's genius.
Molotov out to the right side. This time you could see on the minimap Taco being a bit more aggressive towards those box halls, although Kickert knows better than to employ one of those crazy fast flanks this many times this early in the game. I think there's maybe an opportunity for one more of those later on in the half if he really wants to, if he wants to be crazy.
Pretty deep smoke, but...
This is, again, though, MIBR is not doing a whole lot on the map.
No.
45 seconds left. No one is poking. No one is prodding. They are just waiting out some of this utility.
And Kickert is so far up at B. So, he's got a lot of information to work with. They have one Molotov. I mean, if they throw it at Kickert, that's obviously amazing, but it's actually on KNG, who's on the other side of the map with a deagle. So he's at least going to have the advanced warning, and there's 25 seconds left. So this position, it's super valuable, and the timing is godlike. Even Dink's falling back around that blind shot to go through, and he did everything he needed to there. Fallen, a nice shot with the AWP, and they're fighting their way back. This is unbelievable. They should be losing this round right now. They had no time on the clock. They even catch KNG flanking over on the other side, so they knew everything that was coming. That's wild. That's pretty
mental. The rotations just come right in, and you could see at least MIBR had the awareness to just stop and fight. Buster can still win this. They have no idea he's here. Low HP. Oh, he needed that kill. He needed that immediately. Fur, gonna stick around at the bomb train. Good flashbang from Fallen in support. Buster's still looking for that first kill, and Fallen's going to take him down. Huge round. Double kill for Fallen, triple kill for Lucas. He was the one who held on to Connector to prevent all those rotations from doing damage. And you're right, MIBR, they do get away with one.
Yeah, that's fairly outrageous. This could swing the entire first half, because the money is now going to be a problem for AVANGAR right now. So... I don't know. I can't even believe it.
I thought Kicker could have just stayed behind that box and chilled and just waited. Either way, 6-3, and you're right. If MIBR can win this, take the economy away from AVANGAR, then all of a sudden they have the momentum. They have an advantage on this T side, and they can start racking up some rounds, and that's a good find-ish. I mean, he had everything he wanted. That was a freebie. But look at the pressure. Look at the rotation. AVANGAR's way overcommitted outside. MIBR's already in and planting the bomb, and no one is here from the defense.
Fallen covering, making sure there are no flanks coming into play. Now grenades are coming out. MIBR have almost everything they want here, except the position on the bomb site itself. Sanji sneaking in. That smoke is already put up, and Fur goes down. That smoke actually doesn't bounce onto the bomb itself, so he's not that safe for it. Lucas fighting inside of the Molotov. Sanji burns alive to a friendly Molotov, but it doesn't even matter at the end.
What a weird, weird round that was.
Truly.
No one from MIBR got into the bomb site. Who was it? Fur that planted the bomb and moved forward?
Yeah.
No one else actually came in, so they didn't stop the rotations. If you're going to stay back in those box halls, you have to at least control sidewalk. Once they get control of that, I mean, that's where you see all the utility, especially that early in the round. They've got all the Molotovs. They've got the smokes and nades to just bomb in there. So, I mean, a head-scratching round, maybe a little bit unique because MIBR probably didn't expect to have this success. But look, everyone from MIBR, when that bomb gets planted, is actually setting up the smokes.
Yeah.
They're back in box hall still tossing nades over. So some more disorganization coming out from the Brazilian side. And I think that might be why we're having a timeout here. 3 in the first half.
It's gut-wrenching in the sense that MIBR now, economy, I mean, probably going to put together some sort of buy here just to keep the pressure on, but they could have wiped out AVANGAR's economy in this previous round. Then they would have been at 4-6, probably get another round down the stretch. I mean, if they get up to 5 rounds, that's pretty good for the first half. They're working with something then, but what a rough round to be losing.
That's one of those impact swing rounds that just slips away from them. That might have been one of their best chances to get into this game on a high level. And
especially winning the round before then in such a crazy fashion.
Yeah, those are 2 pretty wild back-to-back rounds you won't see too often. Molotov misses its mark from the defensive side, lands on top of the train, but no impact. KNG, this is how he got a pick earlier. This time it's not available to him. I like that. Double nade to force him off the angle, to force him away. Come through the smoke while those nades are there, and you really take advantage of the spacing. That's a pretty cool way to find an opening kill. And that's what we haven't had from MIBR in some of the previous rounds. We mentioned a couple times they weren't being proactive on the map. They weren't doing a whole lot on this T side. They were waiting out nades. That's a good way to go find yourself an opening kill and find yourself an opening into this round. And again, Taco's going to find the center bomb site pretty clear. But Jame on the rotation.
Oh, he's not going to be ready for it, is he? I mean, when you walk into that angle, sometimes your mind is just somewhere else, right? You're expecting to take a fight maybe all the way up at the first corner or maybe just towards the lower ramp. Not like that. Kick it, though, sneaking in behind. And Sanji's in a very long flank. So if they can win an early fight and slow this down, there's one early fight at least. The bomb is planted, though. So that means Sanji has to move. Lucas is on the other side as well. Taco dropping, and now Fur next. And this is getting really awkward. Again, MIBR, they've got all the chances to win this round. They should be winning it. But it's a 2-on-3. They've getting picked apart here. KNG and Fallen. There's still going to be a long time before this defuse. I mean, a very long time. Everybody has a kit, though. Flashbang to go for a peek. Just listen to that tick. It's already so far ticked. And that UMP holding it down. I think they might have done it anyway here, MIBR. In spite of all the kills going in favor of AVANGAR, Sanji going to plant right in the lane. And now a little bit of backup. Oh, no. KNG, they're still defusing inside, and he gets the shot. Oh, he had to get that one. Doesn't matter if the bomb is going to take him down. That is so close. I don't know how much time I was having that defuse. It must have been less than a second.
This is curious from MIBR. I guess they thought that maybe AVANGAR was already calling for a save or something, but Kicker pulls him right back into that round.
Yeah.
And that is so fortunate. I mean, that's really, really smart as well, by the way. AVANGAR with those 2 players alive. First person starts to stick the defuse in the smoke. The second player just spams over the top right down the train lane. That's what kills Fallen before he could find it.
That is just crazy.
And you're relying on some real miracles at the moment if you're MIBR. The last 2 rounds they've won have felt like they had no business inside of them in getting those wins.
But again, if they win this one, they're right back in the half. They could do so much, and Adren is going to make damn sure that does not happen. That's crushing. You try and come out main. You've sort of cleared some of the path, and then...
Adren just dumpsters you. Yeah, he's had some great rounds. He had a triple kill earlier on the defense as well, I believe, out in this yard.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic. 8-4 in the favor of AVANGAR. And yeah, every time they get put down onto that edge of being reset, they hold on just barely. We have traded rounds back and forth. The last 6 have gone back and forth to each team.
Kick It is 14-2. I didn't even realize that. He's only died twice in spite of all of the back and forths. But it's working out for AVANGAR though. More often than not, they're the ones with the rifles, and they're just preserving the economy. That's twice now where they've been right on the edge of being
also
ecoed.
Importantly, it's denied the losing bonus building up to its maximum for MIBR, so they're not getting nearly as much money as they'd like.
Yeah, that's true. And if they rush down here, they have a smoke. They could put out the smoke and just come right through. Not going to try and do that. Well, all right. Rushing in a little bit from the high ground. Kick It seemingly ignoring the bullets.
Shrugging them off. He's got some phenomenal armor. There goes Lucas. That's the final kill. 9-4 in the favor of AVANGAR. Yeah, they Kick It kind of knew everything that was coming. Throws the Molotov down, the rotations all come in. So Plant is going to help for MIBR. Actually, that's going to help a lot, especially if they want to go for an AWP. It's not going to have armor behind it.
We've also seen those videos of, like, you know, monks that bend, you know, steel beams with their necks and all those things. But Kick It is just meditating his way out of blocks.
I haven't seen those.
You haven't seen those?
And I don't believe it.
Where's your sense of adventure? Well,
grounded in reality.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen anyone yet meditating their way out of a Glock, you know, hail of bullets.
It's true.
Until now.
Yeah, we'll have someone, I'm sure, try to meditate their way through a semifinal. Adren going to get forced out of ladder room, at least for the moment. They dump towards Team Mid to make sure he can't be punished. Deep Molotov as well keeps MIBR away, and they're far back from all these choke points. 3 players outside of Team Mid. Lucas and KNG out towards Ivy.
I mean, if they can pick up another round here, they could still end up with a first half that's pretty acceptable. It feels way more heartbreaking because they've been close so many times, not just having an acceptable half, but having a really good half.
Oh, there's no one defending Ivy. Buster actually, Jane gave up his position to rotate towards mid to help in that fashion. Now he's turned around, but it's not the best defense, and he's looking away from time to time. This peek from KNG could be everything. Again, it all depends on when it comes in, James. There, he's scoped up and he's ready. He turned his attention at the perfect moment, and now Buster. Krieg at an off angle. Fur's shown some leg, and now he's shown the whole thing, and Buster takes both kills.
Wow, yeah, such good play coming out there. Even a little bit of a pre-fire, I think, just to catch him walking into the bullet. Now, Lucas in a 1 versus 3, 30 seconds, and the bomb is all the way down at main. It's not going to happen. Kick It will take him down 10-4. AVANGAR save the money. They can buy whatever they want in this 15th round. Not quite true for MIBR.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. 3 rounds in a row in this stretch for AVANGAR. MIBR, if they can get 5, you're right. This might, I guess it could in a way feel worse than it actually is, but I feel like they need 5. They are not firing on all cylinders at the moment, and their CT side yesterday was, or 2 days ago, excuse me, was on the weaker side. And they must do it with just 3 rifles, 2 deagles. In a rush, perhaps? Not a rush. Gonna slow things down right at the stretch.
Man. 4 rounds, you can obviously make a comeback on the second half. We've seen that plenty of times, but...
Third player rotating in to defend the inner bomb site, and that's Adren. He's had some spectacular defenses.
Yeah, they're so set up for this, aren't they? Sanji and Buster, they must be feeling a little bit lonesome in the A yard, but they're going to go for it, and that'll confirm it. And yeah, there's just no way to get through Kick It with a beautiful triple before he's taken down. 11-4 in the first half. Kick It on 20-4 at the scoreboard there. Outrageous performance. AVANGAR, man, they're so close to knocking MIB out and getting into the grand finals.
Yeah, making it to the grand finals would be incredible for them. That'd be something special. Buster on the first map was a god. This time it's Kick It. Jame even having 15 kills. Adren has had his impact rounds. This has just been such a good showing for AVANGAR. Remember, they lost the pistol in this opening half, and they win 11-4. MIBR didn't a single time win 2 rounds in a row in the opening half.
Yep, I mean, that's
and they had those 3 times where they had the economy on the breaking point.
Yeah, It's so weird, but this could have been like 8-7, and, you know, like they could have had so many rounds.
Was it when they were at 6-2 or something, or 6-3? I think it was.
Yeah.
When they could have won a round and just completely controlled the economy for the next stretch of the game, and that I think would allow them to build up and actually have the lead in going into the second half. That was like their big moment.
Fair play to Fallen though, being 0-7 and then sort of ending up at 6-13 at the end. He's definitely stepping it up, right? But nobody on MIBR in terms of kills is in double digits, and everybody on AVANGAR is, or way above.
That first half seemed very weird from MIBR. They weren't that typical, you know, team that we see find an advantage and then exploit it and really, you know, take it and turn it into a win, convert it into a victory. There was a lot of head-scratching rounds where it was like, oh, they have an advantage. I don't know how they've actually lost this one. So now switching over to CT side. Fur wants to get aggressive. Pop flash coming in from Fallen right now. Adren blind, so is the second player. Fur's going to get both these kills. Great job. And if they push forward, they will find the bomb.
That's so aggressive. He was shooting him through the box. He didn't even wait for him to peek. He just said, you know what?
And now he's ignoring the bomb and just climbing up the stairs. He wants to go for more. Buster is going to get taken down as well. Great pistol round for Fur. And there we are. The Deaths mentioned it. The crowd cheering when the camera turns to James.
They've adopted him as one of their own.
One of their own. Their messiah.
That's pretty cool. I can't explain why, but
you want to be adopted by a culture?
I've secretly been hoping for that one day. To like, I was thinking more like, you know, like a little island where I like start my own cult or something like that.
Okay. Bit weird.
I don't know. People have done it in the past. Usually
no,
works out great.
It could be good weird. I don't know what kind of weird it is. I just am saying. I'd be intrigued. I'd be open to the idea of coming to your island.
It would be the rare, good kind of cult. KNG with an MP9 and MIB are finding just a calm round here.
Isn't that how all cults begin? This is the good kind. I swear. Like, you can believe me. You can trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It usually does start out that way. It's only when, I guess, when enough people join and the isolation kicks in.
And you get drunk with power as the cult leader.
We haven't any esports cults yet. We'd be the first.
Okay, well, you and I will sit down and we'll outline our ideas for that. I like it. Here we go. Utility out. MIBR on the defense, 6-11. They can come back in this. They need to establish some dominance in these gun rounds early on. Ooh, I think Fallen spotted the leg of Jame being run boosted. Doesn't want anything to do with the fight. He backs off far away.
And all quiet on the AVANGAR side apart from that run boost. Kicked pushed up, but otherwise not.
It's a very typical MIBR defense as well. At least the position Fallen is opting in to watch Ivy. I mean, every team does it at this point, but Fallen seems to love this more than others.
Yeah, James did it that one round.
Yep.
It's definitely not risk-free, though.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
They haven't spotted this, have they?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, Fallen knows. Fallen's watching for the possibility. I don't know if he knows that someone's there, but he knows it's an option available to AVANGAR, so he's at least got eyes on it. Fur's going to start going investigating, but he... Oh, making noise. That might have been heard. Sanji, oh no, it wasn't. Sanji has no idea. Sanji's a free kill, but Adren is still out here, and now he's going to come back. He'll trade off for Shirley, but he misses his chance.
That's hard to explain. He should have been dead already for, I don't even know what to say. James will get one in return, and Lucas also going down. This fight is not done yet. Fallen with the AWP though, and they're right on top of him. If they could take him down, maybe they could get a bomb plant, but it's going to have to be quick. James is the one to take the fight, and Fallen won't be stopped this round. A nice double for him, and MIBR at 11-7.
That almost felt like every other round we've seen where MIBR had such a huge advantage, and AVANGAR somehow find a way to win it anyways. When Fur gets those 2 kills, it feels like that round should essentially be over. And they find 2 more kills after the fact. I'm trying to see on the minimap where those kills came in, but Ladder Room was one, and obviously Fur being the other eventually, but Fallen does a great job.
We're going to have to track down the origin of this love for James. Like, I know this is what we experienced in Beijing as well. All the Chinese fans, they have names.
Nicknames,
yeah, they're nicknames for all the players, and they're really funny nicknames too. So maybe there's some story that we haven't figured out. Nova shotgun on Sanji.
That's
much appreciated.
I'm wondering if that's a misbuy. Where are you going to take a Nova shotgun on T-side train? Ladder room is the only option I can think of.
Maybe run boost it somewhere.
He's got a shotgun and a deagle.
What if you run boosted over at the B ramp down the sidewalk? So you fly the whole way down the ramp and you land on the low ground.
All right,
So
if he does that, I'm all in. He's not even using the shotgun though. And he's the only one who's invested his full economy, so I feel like this has to be a misbuy. Whoops.
You're making a strong case, but I still like it.
Yeah, I know you like to keep things positive, that maybe this is designed somehow, but I just can't imagine it. Oh, the deagle shot. Ooh, oh, actually, this is crazy. Sanji, if he can find a kill here, KNG has no idea. There's the recovery. There's the flick over. The shotgun goes down without even a whimper.
What a shame. Well, the bomb is planted, so he'll make a little bit of that money back that he invested into it. But MIB, I'll win the round, and I think that's the only thing that they care about at the moment. 11-8. Going to be a little bit of a... You can actually still buy an AK. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all fine.
Yeah, part of the plan. 4 rounds in a row to start this second half for MIBR. They've won both pistols.
First time they're winning any rounds in a row.
Yeah. That was a rough first half to watch.
Yeah,
Double op setup for KNG and Fallen. That's been out for a couple rounds now. Taco's going to get close up on low ramp. It looks like KNG wants to get close up on high ramp, or at the corner of high ramp with the op, and he'll have a battle against Buster when this Molotov clears. Taco going to drop one on his own, perhaps trying to disguise the fact that KNG is here.
That scope, that is inches away from KNG going down. There's the spot. I don't know if he actually heard the scope. He might even have done that and was just wondering if he was on one or the other side. What a fight to be winning early on here. And this is where, like, remember the T side of Mirage, how much AVANGAR were able to manipulate the MIBR defense? If they can do something similar on train, that would be amazing.
Taco might go down here as well. Buster looking for the response. He's turning away. He's considering it. Good win for Taco. Now the op. And he's going to post up, but if he goes down, there's no one else at the inner bomb site. Good shot again for Taco. He can even delay even longer. And I think AVANGAR has been shied away from the inner bomb site. Sanji outside, he seems to be reconsidering it. 2 players to defend the B site for MIBR, 2 players outside. One of them being Fur, and we know at this stage in the round, he generally does not like to just sit and do nothing.
Double drop, but not finding anyone. And this position that Fur is in is so deadly. Coming 2 out of Pop Dog. They even lose Sanji as the distraction. So as soon as Fur hears anything, he's going to check. No one's in main. The timing is dead on. So, yeah, nice round. Fallen will take down Adren. It might be 11-9. That all the time moving closer. The round loss bonus really kicking in now for AVANGAR, though.
That's a win for Taco. You chalk that up to his aggressiveness to take out Buster, pick up the op, and grab one more on top of it that pulls him in the round, funnels AVANGAR to outside where the defense is much more solid. 11-9, a 2-round lead still for AVANGAR, but it's not looking too good at the moment. They've lost 5 in a row, and the problem is only 1 plant and not getting a whole lot of kills. They've had 4 kills so far in this half.
Yeah, that's an issue. A similar issue as the one that MIBR were facing, in fact. So the tables have turned at least a little bit for now. Going to try and see, I think, if they can explode down this ramp. This is going to be lightning fast, and KNG is not really in a position to help out Taco. He's up there, but I don't think it's going to matter. If Taco can't stand on his own, then KNG almost just has to fall back. He could throw maybe a Molotov on the bomb side or something like that. A nice hold from Taco so far. The flashbang does nothing. He's going to throw the grenade himself and take down Kickard. And that's exactly the Taco that we love on this bomb side. Even a third one coming in. A brilliant defense.
Yeah, that goes I like that. Nade out, gun out. Not throwing the nades when he knows the hit is coming. That's where he got messed up a couple times with Tyloo yesterday when he felt some pressure, using a nade to try and slow it down. This time, he's just holding the angle with rifle, uses the Molotov when he's sure he's not going to be under any pressure. That was a great defense from your bomb site anchor. 13 kills on Taco. And again, no access to the bomb site. And again, only, what, 1 kill in the round? It's 3 kills in the past 3 rounds for AVANGAR. So the money is going to just continually grow. This is where the buys start to be a double-edged sword. This kind of an investment from AVANGAR. 2 Kriegs, yeah, it can do the damage, but the other 3 players, a little bit sketchy. But these are the kind of buys that with the full losing bonus, and if you do manage to get a plan at some point, you can bring these buys out as much as you want.
Yeah, then it's a different game at that point. You're absolutely right. Just to bring it back to a question you had going into this game about the map pool for AVANGAR, we're certainly not seeing the same level of finesse that we did on the T side of Mirage for them here. It's not to say that, you know, they still don't have something to play with, but it's not the same kind of a feel, is it?
No, well, I mean, Train just a different map than Mirage, right? Like, it's so, there's not a whole lot of map control you can get before you're basically attacking a bomb site. You know, Mirage is more take control of the map as you progress to the bomb site. This is just like you have to get to the bomb site immediately. You have the map control already. Dren gonna lead the way with the MAC-10 again at range. It's not great, but Kickert's got the first kill. Leg shot from Fallen. Now the rifles are coming over to recover. Nice shot from Taco. One more in ladder room he's got to worry about, but he's doubled up. Lucas has one. Fallen now chiming in. And Sanji, economic damage is all you can hope for. The bomb is dropped way out in the open. 20 seconds on the clock, and he's been tagged and spotted.
Yeah, nothing's working out well. 15 seconds, yeah. He's surely going to be going down. 11-11, all tied up for Mibr. They look like they were going to be leaving this tournament in a matter of minutes. And now they've made themselves a very, very good chance here. They could absolutely do this. Look, there's no smoke here.
Yeah, missed smoke somewhere along the line.
Well, I mean, there is a very, very cool way of playing that wall of smoke strategy where you actually throw only 2 of them, and then you leave that side open, and then the pop dog player comes out and instantly takes that fight. Because sometimes if you're the CT player playing on the bomb side, you actually assume that smoke will come down, so you're just saying, oh, well, it's fine. And then you're shot at the side of the head. But I think that might not have been what was happening. It looked like it was a bit of a mistake.
I was actually going to say it's either that, there was a player in Pop Dog, he just never actually took the fight. Yeah. So maybe the timing was just off on it. Maybe he's supposed to peek when his teammates are attacking, and maybe he's just not feeling the confidence, or I don't know. 11-11.
Wow.
Things are all tied up now. With the money saved in the previous round from Jame, he invested just enough to be able to afford an AWP in this round. No utility, only 1 smoke on a Dren, 2 flashes on Buster with a Galil.
Fur leading the way right now for Mibr with 17 kills and then 15 on Taco. That's really important at the moment. KNG, he had the lineup. That might be a brilliant entry here. Taco, though, still the absolute guardian of this B bomb site, not even reloading and getting another triple kill. That must be his 3rd or 4th in the bomb site. And Jame, grenade right at his doorstep. He's going to be down to 21 health and in a 1 versus 3. I don't think any amount of cheering is going to help him out right now. The Molotov, well, it looked like that was dangerously close, but he's going to put the bomb down, takes a tick of damage, and now locked into a bit of a problem. Right behind him, Furger waiting for him. There's nothing to be done here. That was Taco again, saving the team.
I was going to say, that's got to feel great for Taco and also great for his teammates, who had to kind of struggle to retake that B bomb site so much against Tyloo, and Taco as well being frustrated in some of the things that he had to go through in that game. Now, he's delivered on so many fronts. This is, I think, the 2nd time he's had a spectacular hold of this B bomb site. He had a great round previously, rotating outside towards A, so he's putting together a phenomenal game.
First time they're in the lead since winning the pistol in the first half.
That's a weight off your shoulders. And they haven't allowed a single round for AVANGAR in the 2nd half. This has been 8 in a row now for the Mibr defense. Lucas pushing up towards Ivy. Jame and Sanji seem aware of the possibility, and he gets distracted by the player far back. Fallen might, we've seen him do some crazy aggressiveness. I was going to say he might go peek the corner, but a lot of utility being spent by AVANGAR to neutralize that aggression.
They're going to put Fur in this position instead.
Now here's the tough part. This is going to put pressure on Taco as well. That player going down means he does not have any backup with him just yet.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Fur would have heard the stepping on top of him, so He's making a call, just pushing, and they're rotating everybody in. Just a little bit of noise. That's what's giving the game away right now for AVANGAR. A couple of footsteps, and now they're rushing in. They could at least be executing into a bomb site that is very heavily stacked. They have a minute, and Fur is going to be walking up behind him. If he engages them right now, they're going to know that the jig is up. They're going to know immediately that someone knows that they're. Buster goes down, and they're trying to see if they can wrap around instead. Adren making noise, but I think Fur, if he's committed to this... Oh, he almost got flanked. A nice spin to take down Sanji, and he's going to come for them out of Pop Dog. The bomb is being planted, and he's going to smoke it off instead. He maybe could have even stopped that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is a crazy round.
And now they have to wait out that smoke. That's a good find for Adren. He's come back for it. Taco, he's going to reflank. And that might actually be a good thing. They might never expect the second player coming in this direction, but what a sketchy round this is. Fallen has got to clear out hell. James is there ready and waiting.
They don't have a smoke to go for the defuse. A nice find for Taco. They do have a Molotov, though, so if they find one of them, maybe they could block them off. Bomb is not really take that far yet. They still have a bit of time. They're going to find James, and now it's Adren, and he drops a Taco. Another triple kill. That might have been his fourth in this half even. He's out of control at 21 kills. And MIBR will win the round 13-11. This is, I can't believe they won that round. There's so much happening in that one round.
There was so much confusion, but I really liked watching Taco there. The awareness. Adren is the one who came back to find Fur, and he's like, all right, well, you killed Fur and Whitehalls, so you can only really be in Team Mid. So he's very cautious of that choke point, and rightfully so, gets the kill at the end. That is... I don't know how you would keep track of that round if you were one of the players. People were going everywhere. Fur with the flank had such a weird amount of information being given that actually turned out to be wrong because of the readjustment. Oh, Sanji takes an aid.
Was it when the core of this team were on SK, they had that very, very serious streak going on train?
Yes. They did. They were one of the best of all time on this map. Lucas, ooh, he had a tough roll of the dice to get out.
And actually, that streak, if I recall, they're going to be pushing right through. We'll save it for later. Taco trying for another one. It's an instant double. Not reloading yet, and he almost gets it. It's so close. Buster down to half health. And now the Molotov on top. Going to be forced out. He can't stay here any longer. And now it's a 2-1-3. The bomb, he's got it on that one side. If KNG finds him, but oh, he's almost overextending it. KNG, and he goes down. I feel like he must have known. Fallen with a good shot, but he's getting shot in the back, and that's another round for AVANGAR. Not giving it the first in this second half after losing a huge amount in a row here. This is...
It's getting really scrappy.
Ooh, yeah, it is.
It feels like AVANGAR don't have any real plan, real cohesive idea of how to win these rounds, but they're just seeing what they can get, and then, again, you turn it over to the individual intuition and decision-making.
Why not?
13-12.
But that back on the SK side,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure their CT side, but that was one
of the based off the CT dominance.
They had so ridiculous CT halves back then. Like even when they lost like 12-3 or something, it was like, yeah, well, here we go.
Perhaps invoking that defensive ability in this game to keep them in this semifinal series. Kickert alone in box halls.
They're making a very strong case for it right now. Flashed in for the initial peek. And you could see how aware he was that someone could be down here. Taco just a shoulder peek to spot him out.
Fur playing behind the Molotov, spots the legs. Praying that Buster commits. It's an odd timing on the weapon switches. And AVANGAR, again, very patient, very far back, trying to ride out a lot of this utility. Still 2 Molotovs and a smoke to block off choke points if you're MIBR. This is looking like it's going to be a crunch towards that outer train yard.
And if they block off KNG on this side, he has the AW, but it's hard for him to come through the smoke with the AWP.
It's 2 ops outside. Fallen and KNG both going to be there. So the defense is a lot of it's going to be on Fur to keep space, and he's caught. He's going to go down. 1 HP on Fur, and KNG bails him out. Fallen a missed shot. That should be the player that clears out Fur. He's trying to find something or anything. KNG gets the trade, and Fallen a light shot. AVANGAR is losing so much HP as they just try to progress on this yard.
Yeah, trying to find Fur. They knew he was low. I think they had all the attention on him, and now those AWPs are picking them apart. 3 kills for the AWP so far. He sees the feet, and it'll be another kill for KNG. This is so well done. Quad kill in the round for him. That AWP ringing true, and Kickert going to run out of time and health at the same time, more or less. It's 14-12 here. MIBR 2 rounds away from bringing us onto that third map. The strength that it's taken to get them to this spot.
That round is just like it's like skeet shooting for KNG.
Yeah.
It's like they're just trying to get to they're just trying to be able to attack, get close to the ops, and KNG's got them every which way. And there you see the tough part, the deficiency in the utility of that round for AVANGAR. No smokes up anywhere, no flashbangs when you're trying to peek, no flashbangs to help a teammate out of a tough corner. 14-12, so much money built up for MIBR. It didn't even matter that they lost the previous round.
Oh, but it matters to AVANGAR that they lost this one because the economy.
Well, now it gets even worse. 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs for the rest of the round.
Yeah, they're in a lot of trouble right now.
Just got chewed up by the ops in the previous.
If they would have at least got the bomb plant in the last round, that would actually have made a sizable difference, I think, for them here. But now they're going to try and go at Taco one more time, and they don't have a good track record, but this time the entry is worth it. KNG, though, going to be putting out an instant Molotov, and Kickert, actually, he could take some damage from this. No, it doesn't quite go far enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had a smoke or anything to block it out. He's walking up scope with the AWP. A mistake here will cost him his life. He's already been peeked out, but he's got the timing for it. Walking in, 1 more kill for KNG before he finally goes down. He's done such a lot of work already, and now the rest of the retake comes in. Fallen with a shot, and it's a double. That's 15 rounds for MIBR, and 1 round away from getting us to the 3rd map. Ooh, the Brazilians, they've got some strength left in them.
Yeah, they're heating up as well. I mean, Taco gave him the foundation for this half. He had, those 4 triple kills at some point leading into this, and now the ops have really taken over. Mostly because AVANGAR, they have to just force up every single round that they can, and there's just not enough nades to go around. The ops just have free reign. That's what, 6 to 7 kills for KNG in the past 2 rounds. Fallen's had 3 or 4 in the past couple rounds. It's been fine op work from the Brazilians, and AVANGAR, last-ditch effort. They must win 3 in a row after a stellar first half. Their T-side, their offense has fallen flat.
Almost got shot through the wall then. The smoke almost baited out the shot. But you're right, the first half for AVANGAR was amazing. And it looks like they want to try and see if they can just run the distance here. Out in the yard, it is another good entry, but they've had plenty of those, and they can't finish the rounds. Lucas will find one. A beautiful flick from Fallen. The bomb does at least drop down for them so they can pick it up again. But KNG, he's been unstoppable the last 3 rounds, and he'll find one more on James. And now what do? 2-1-3. They're pinned down out here in the yard. They need to find space so they can get that bomb down and turn the time against the MIBR team. Otherwise, they're just going to be waited out and slowly picked apart. Sanji walking up the edge of the site here, and he's going to find a great opening. KNG not aware of it. Might have thought Lucas was actually holding that, and that's maybe a little bit of a mistake. A 2-on-2 now. Buster just creeping back here. Now it's down to the aim battles, and Buster will pick up Lucas. Is there another chance here for MIB or for AVANGAR to try and get that overtime? See if they can make their way there. Taco, hero in his own rights for the Brazilian side throughout this second half. And he's on the bomb site. He's going to catch that first kill. He's very low on health. And Sanji, that's where he was last spotted. He's back around. He jumps down. Did he see it? Does he get it? He find the headshot. Taco one more time. An absolutely stellar performance from him. 25-20, and they're going to bring us a 3rd map.
That map is redemption for Taco from the Tyloo series. What an incredible showing from him. So many triple kills. That clutch at the end is magnificent. And MIBR, they deliver another defensive train that is just a masterpiece. That is so disgusting.
They dropped 1 round.
1 round. That's what, 12-1 in that second.